Okay, let's see.
Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody.
Woo!
Here we are.
Once again.
Hey, Jody.
Hey.
Hey, Joel.
Jens, hello.
All here.
Welcome aboard.
Now you're at the table again.
There I
You didn't
am.
want to go back to your little
I'm
couples
tired of
and-
being in my little fishbowl there.
You are. Yes,
Now you know how I feel.
Well, Jody didn't want to be in there either.
Well-
he stayed in there just for a little bit.
Yes, he did. But
Well-
he is a drummer.
Well, we're very glad that you tuned in. Tonight, you know, you can write us, and Melissa, how you doing, Melissa? We have actually a microphone on Melissa.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm good. Hello, everybody.
So they can actually see you. So that's pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really great. So you can write in, and Melissa's going to try to catch some of the requests, or if you have a question about something.
As my old science teacher used to say, questions, comments, or stupid remarks.
Oh, really, Joel?
That's what he used to
All
say,
okay.
yep.
So, I think we just actually been through playing one of the requests that we had online. It was the wreck.
Yeah.
And we just looked at it, and why don't we play it?
Start with that, sure.
What do you think?
Okay.
Is that okay, Melissa? What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right.
Uwe's fidgeting.
Yeah, I'm fidgeting. You know, we have the I had my computer open for all this. I feel like a pilot. Good thing I ain't.
Well, we'll see. We'll start off the wreck.
The wreck. 2, 3. Dust in my eyes and a ring in my ears, body trembling in pain, blast unexpected, sudden and fierce, blew me right off of the train, staggering through a pile of smoldering steel, cried your name out in vain, your scarlet body clutching the wheel, it froze the blood in my veins. We were riding high with the wind in our faces on a band of steel from sea to shining sea. We were the kings of the world, commanding steel and fire. We were young, we were strong, and we were free. I was expecting to be dead from a blow. I had no hope to pull through. Still standing upright, I got lucky. Ow, can't say the same about you. I try connecting all the dots in my mind, details I don't understand. Trying to remember, but afraid I would find a reason why I still stand. We were riding were the kings of the world, commanding steel and fire. We were young, we were strong, and we were free. Widow in Montana, waiting for her man. He ain't never coming back. He loved his engine till the day that he died. He left his life on the track. We were riding high with the wind in our faces on a band of steel from sea to shining sea. We were the kings of the world, commanding steel and fire. We were young, we were strong, and we were free.
That was fun. We haven't played that in a while.
Haven't played that in a long time, yeah.
It's such fun to really sit here and see you, Joel, and see you, Jody, at the same time. So sort of in one. That's really cool. I have to turn the volume down here.
Yeah.
Otherwise we hear with delay.
Feedback.
Oh, this is great. So what do you think, Melissa?
I think it's fantastic. Everybody, we've got all kinds of people joining us.
It's really good.
All kinds of people.
All kinds.
We have all kinds of lists also. Some people wrote in some requests yesterday already, and I wrote them down.
Oh, you did?
Oh boy.
I did. I put my glasses on because I
You
can't.
better read them.
This is why I have my glasses on too. You know, there's a
Well, actually, we had a request for a song that's quite long,
yeah.
and you know from Spirit of the Rockies.
What?
Yes, and it's above the
that too?
timber line.
Oh.
The one that, you know, when you came in, we looked at a little bit. We haven't played it in so long. Spirit of the Rockies really is this for those of you maybe don't know, that's a piece we've written for the Banff Centre in Canada, in the Canadian Rockies, and it was a commission piece to write for chamber orchestra, and it was a lot of fun actually, because Uwe and me got to sit in the studio every day and write words to this story that we came up with.
A ghost story.
A ghost story, and this is one of the songs of this story, and it's at that part, this ghost actually was a young lady, and before, of course, before he became a ghost, but that's the whole thing. She fell in love as a ghost with this young hiker, with this man, you know, that's
Mountaineer,
and she lures him around in the mountains, and this is the key moment when they get together. in the story.
It's kind of tragic, but
It's very tragic, yes.
the thing is when you're in the mountains and you actually climb mountains, you don't see much of the mountains because you mainly look at your feet most of the time in order not to fall.
Yes.
Remember?
That's very true.
And so this in this song, our protagonist is looking out all of a sudden. He sees the beauty all around him, and it was the whole story is right when people start to see the beauty of the mountains instead of seeing the mountains as something dangerous.
Because her gift, her spiritual gift as a ghost is to show people the beauty in things. That's her power, and she uses that full force on him.
Yes, but I have to have this on here for a moment. Let's see how much I can remember of this. Okay? What do you think? Want to try that?
Hold on, let me just make sure I'm in tune.
Yeah,
Oh, Joel, don't worry about tuning because nobody can hear you.
You have me turned off?
It doesn't matter if you read it over.
You ready?
Yes, of course. Did you start it off? Da-da-bum.
The Emerald Lake lay silent in the early morning sun, surrounded by a forest that had never heard a gun. Mountain geese were climbing up through a gallery. Watch a pitch flap overhead in perfect harmony. Do 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 in perfect harmony. He knelt down by the shoreline, so humbled by the scene, looked upon familiar things that he had never seen. He stared into the water and he saw the dancing sun. He held his breath and then he heard his heart beat like a drum. Do 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 do, his heart beat like a drum. He took a drink of water, so cool and clear and fine. Now there appeared her image beneath another line. He reached out to touch her, and she reached out to him. But the water slipped right through his hands, she was gone again. Do 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 do, and she was gone again. Play one. The thunderous roar of falling ice made his head rise and turn. Looked upon the waterfall where the water turned. There lay a trail before him he knew he had to find. And his hunter's hat and rifle and his hat left behind. Do 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 do, his rope he left behind. Along the way his world did change with every step he took. He thought he heard her call his name and the bubbling of a brook. Beyond each turn he seemed to find another love inside. And on and up he climbed all day above the timberline. Do 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 do, above the timberline. Then the wind had turned, evening came, snow began to fall. The cold that crept into his veins he didn't feel at all. Empty sticks of conscience that a conscious heart must find. For everything that ever was, forever be one mind. Do 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 do, forever be one mind. was with wind and snow, and I no pain, no sorrow. There was no more yesterday, there was no tomorrow. Through the veil of dancing snow, he saw her loving face. Stumbled through the rocks and eyes to reach her warm embrace. Do-do-do-do-do-do, to reach her warm embrace. Sudden silence found him when he fell into the deep. His aching body settled into a thankful sleep. Into her arms she took him and kissed him tenderly. And finally forever together they would be. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Together they would be. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Forever. Let us know if you like this, because then I might sit down and learn those million words.
A wedge of geese fly
Flew
overhead.
over,
That's what it was.
yeah.
Yeah, and the rainbow,
And the rainbow colors
just
burning in the
Well,
in the
a lot of our
in the
friends out there
waterfall.
have that CD, and they can read the words along.
Yeah, I just told before the show that we might, that we had a request for it. So, well, what do you think, Melissa? Is it?
I think why don't you guys tell the story of the song Sarah?
Oh,
Oh, the
We had a
Sarah.
request for that, yeah.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the story behind that?
All right. Well, Sarah, and it's a little embarrassing. I can't recall if it was Miriam's friend in school. She had a school friend, or Anya. I think it was
I
Miriam.
think it was
my
Miriam,
older
because I
older
don't
daughter.
think
And
Anya was
I
old
think
enough
they.
yet.
So she had a friend in school, first class, and I think or second grade, something, first grade, and actually they had a little sister born, but she had a heart problem, and then so that the whole village was on the edge of the on the seat, because the little girl was getting operated, and she didn't survive, and her name was Sarah. And so I was in the middle of composing music for my solo album, The Bridge, actually. And I came up with that in the middle of the night. And that night, actually, everybody was worried. So I came up with this. And then actually we played we were invited to play at the funeral, but we played Wind in the Weed, at the funeral. But that's the story of Sarah, actually. And then we made a second part that was wild, not pretty, because I needed a duality in the song between something that is so a little bit etherical and another part that is not, and because it's always a lot of times grief also comes with a stage of anger or lostness, or it doesn't rhyme, and so that's the story of Sarah, and we're gonna play it for you. Never tell the story, because it's a sad story. And I think but that was a request to talk about the story. So we're just gonna go from Truss. Is gonna just from that
Intro,
part.
Sarah.
Yeah,
Okay.
intro, Sarah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
2 things.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't played that in a little while, I guess. Went quite well, actually.
Yes.
A few bum notes, but it was
Oh, yeah.
actually wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, you know. It worked quite well. And what else we got on the list here?
You got anything for us, Melissa?
Well, somebody's got a birthday today.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Dulcie has a birthday today.
Dulcie, happy birthday, Dulcie.
She's
Dulcie
what
Duck.
is she? 59 today?
59.
Yeah,
Yes, that's exactly how old Deena was for I don't know how many years. So now Dulcie's finally caught up to Deena as far as that goes.
Yes.
But Dulcie has a request, and her request was
Speaking
the
of Deena.
Deena set. You
Yeah.
know, but
we're not
we,
going to do this.
no, let's just sing something between.
Yes,
and
because it's too much instrumental
Yes.
otherwise, you know.
we had a request for the wedding song, didn't we?
We did
Oh.
actually, yes, for the wedding song.
Want to do that now? That's a nice little
We
poppy
could-
kind of thing.
Yeah, we could do that. Yes,
What do you think?
that was in the key of B.
Was it
For all
Joe?
of you playing along, key
And
of
we
B.
had so many
Yeah.
requests. Snow clouds
key of-
around and around.
the key of
winter
4,
put, Burn
yeah.
the day, country roads, jagged woods, Sarah. My goodness.
Goodness gracious, Martha White.
Long list.
The wedding song is something.
Are you feeling comfortable with the camera on you, Melissa?
She looks good. Why not?
No, I'm a behind the scenes person.
You wanted to say something about the wedding song, so I interrupted you.
Yeah, we wrote that once on the way home from France. Do you remember? Somewhere up between St. Louis and Nashville or something. It's just, I remember that when we started out because we said we don't have a single pop song in our repertoire, so we wrote one. It was just,
Yeah.
and this has a little bit of our Beatles history in it, right?
Well, if I can hit the notes.
Yeah,
but
let's see. It's just
But it's also, you know, we used to play many weddings, and actually some really nice ones. You know.
played some
most of them
great
actually,
weddings, yeah.
You know, most of them are just actually beautiful, and there were a few that were really.
That one we played in Switzerland, where the bride's family and the groom's family were feuding with each other.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
And,
actually
oh,
only played one song.
We only played one song, and then
The whole thing blew up.
yeah. Oh.
But then we played for their divorce.
Yeah, we played the
That
divorce
was
party,
that
yeah,
was
that
an incredible party.
And then we realized that we actually make more money
Playing
playing
divorce
divorces.
parties,
Yes,
yeah.
because nobody plays divorce parties,
Yes.
and so we became
The divorce king.
the worst divorce band. One new thing there.
Now that I've seen your smile, I know my church is over. You were just walking by. Now you're my four-leaf clover. You open up my heart each time you say I love you. And when I look into your eyes, I know we'll never be alone. We'll always be together. Now that you're in my heart, we'll be in love forever.
That's kind of high.
Yeah, you're saying high.
That's the high part for me.
Sounded good, Joel.
Well,
Well, what else we got? We got so many
Harder Than
requests.
Steel. Somebody just asked for Harder Than Steel.
Harder Than Steel, yeah. Let's see here. Winterport. What is it? Winterport. No, yes. And Forever in a Day. We could do Forever in a Day. What do you think?
Sure.
You know, I get the other banjo.
You get the other banjo?
Also, we had a request for Take Me in Your Arms.
Ooh.
What key did we have that in?
In A,
At
wasn't
first, you know, how about it?
it?
Yeah, I want to do that first.
Yes, why
Sure.
not? In
A,
the
wasn't
key
it?
of A, I
A,
think.
yeah,
yes.
it was A.
Yeah, take
Watch out for those
take,
springs.
take me in your arm and hold me. Take me in your barn and
No. Hey. Hey.
hey, yes,
Hey,
hey,
in the
hey
barn.
me. Take me in your take me in your barn and hey me.
Hey, me.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
I don't think I
Let
need
me-
reverberation.
I need
The
reverb.
rest of
Okay,
us
Okay, you got reverberation?
take me in your arms and hold me like I've been holding you in my heart. Take me in your arms and tell me, did you miss me since we've been apart? You just don't know how heartsick and lonesome I've been, or how much I have prayed that you would come back again and take me in your arms and hold me like I've been holding you in my heart. Or how much I have prayed that you would come back again and take me in your arms and hold me like I've been holding you in my heart. Take me in. Take me in your arms. Wow. It's been a while.
On what album? We recorded that on Choices. What is it?
Was it Choices? It wasn't on the scrapbook? No, it must.
I thought it was Choices.
I have to look it up. Dulcie would know. Dulcie, which album is it on, please?
Yeah, she can put it in the comments.
Yeah, it will. It'll be up in the comments.
Because Brenda just requested House of Gold.
I got my helmet on, Mama.
I just put new strings on this banjo.
What happened?
Well, I had them on here for such a long time, and I just thought, well, let's give it the banjo a little. And it sounds good, but it's harder to keep in tune. Listen to this. It sounds like a. For his next song, it's perfect.
Forever in a Day?
Forever in a Day, yes.
Yeah.
Heavy on my mind, I walk down to the water to ease my worried mind, and I can see the reflection of the moon on every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. And when the pine stands tall and silent beneath the starry sky, the letter that you wrote me I read 1,000 times. I can see the reflection of your face on every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones that love you true. Come back home to the ones that miss you so. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Sunshine, come melt the night away. On the day you return, I will walk down to the bay, and I'll wait by the water till the ship pulls and took you far away. Oh, mother dear, I miss you more each day. And my brother and my daddy, I know they both miss you so. And the if only we could know, have you reached your destination, some far off shore, wherever it may. And to know that you'll soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones that love you true. Come back home to the ones that miss you so. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Had a frog in my throat there.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
It's no problem. You see, what we're trying to do, we on a more serious note, we were noticing, that we just have less and less people watching our shows, and it's not. I notice it's not because you don't like us anymore or anything like that. It's just because life gets in the way. I mean, or life actually
Yes,
happens
getting back to normal, yeah.
happens again, and you get to see your grandkids and your friends, and you get to go out and do barbecue and don't sit in front of the computer all the time, which is actually a lot better for you than being so isolated and just watching these shows online. But for us, of course, it's been a little harder because we're still trying to survive, and so we thought. Because our management is also starting in later this year, we're starting to have concerts, and they usually happen on the weekends. So what we're trying to do now is involve you a little bit more in the show, while having you request songs that we maybe can play for you, and it's all live and actually pretty much most of the time unrehearsed because these requests are just coming at us. And it's challenging for us, and we like the challenge, and we've gotten over the problem that we sometimes make mistakes, and we just because it's not our concerts. On the concerts we're going to be our regular selves again, but this is a different thing, and we want it to be different. Also, we wanted to get Melissa in the spotlight again,
the picture again, yes,
and have a camera on her and the light on her, because she's been such a valuable asset, all this pandemic time, in particular. And of course, Jody, who helped us so much, keeping, making it possible for us playing all these different kinds of rhythms and, music styles, not.
It frees me a little bit from playing straight rhythm through and stuff like that. I can do a little bit more.
So what we're trying to do now is we're gonna do just a longer show on Friday that you can participate in. We got rid of the pre-show, as you maybe noticed today. We're not doing this. The idea of the pre-show at one point was that we maybe get some sponsors, to have time to be in the pre-show. We couldn't find anybody who wanted to sponsor the show, to be honest, and we never really looked. And so it just established itself at this blind time. And then at one point now we just thought, okay, one thing's for sure. Nothing ever stays the same, and we have to move, and move along with it. And so we're trying this out. We can always go back, if it doesn't work. At one point, I will tell you this now, and at one point we're probably, because we had a lot of people asking us, if the pandemic is over, are you going to still do these live shows? And we wish that you do it. And we looked at each other and we said, we really want to do continue of doing the live streams, but we probably can't do them on the weekends. And sometimes we have to maybe, we're not going to be able at all, in a week.
Depending on our travel schedule.
But usually we're home on Tuesdays, so we try now, and I guess from August on or sometime on, we're going to be able, just to move the live show to the Tuesday evening probably. So we have, usually start travel sometimes Wednesday, over the weekends, going far away or flying somewhere, coming home. But usually, so that's the plan. So you're just a little bit in the picture,
There's only going to be one show per week now, right?
It's going to be, yes, and we're going to try definitely to keep the cook show alive too, because it's just a lot of fun. The last weekend, I made spaghetti carbonara. And I was worried, that I would maybe wake up with a horse head beside me, if I don't do it right. But actually, I had a few thumbs up, from Italy, which I thought was kind of cool. But then I spoke to my friend Massimo, and he said, "Yeah, you did 2 mistakes." Well, then I talked about the mistakes with him, and he said, "No, actually, you could do it the way you did." And so it was good. All right.
Why don't we play a little bit of music?
Why don't we play the request for Dulcie that we didn't want to do before?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think?
Yeah.
It's a little instrumentally, it's a lot of notes.
It's a lot of notes, a lot of songs.
But
Do you will do all of them?
well, I think why not? While we're at it, I think I hope nobody will argue with it. Would you just like to do a little fragment of it?
No, that'd be wonderful. Yes, why don't we tell the story quickly about Deena? How did that come about? Because that was really a different piece too. You remember how you wrote it?
Well, actually, I had a little part of it written for actually Charlene Schiff, who was an official spokesperson for the Holocaust Memorial, Holocaust Memorial in Washington, and the museum there. And she was official spokesperson because she lived through the Holocaust. She survived alone in the woods of Poland as a young girl, and lost her entire family when she was in the ghetto of Warsaw and lost her family. You know, contact with the family after the ghetto was cleared out, and everybody had to go to the camps. Now she escaped and she survived, you know, for the next 3 winters in the woods, and survived. And I had a little piece written, you know, for that because a good friend of ours, you know, wanted to do a movie out of it, and asked me if I could do the music. Long story short, this really didn't happen, you know, and so because Deena, Joel's mother, dear to our heart, she was just, you know, she took us in like we were family, and we just loved Deena, and so I added a few pieces and a different piece of music to that what I had already written, and I called it Deena in honor of Deena.
Yes, we just had the question: when are we playing in Wilkesboro? We're gonna do the show, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be doing 4 shows in Wilkesboro. It's going to be the last 2 Sundays in June and the first 2 Sundays in July. And they're working on some graphics and announcements around that.
And it's always between what times?
5 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Yes,
and
you can.
Admission's free. Bring a chair.
Yes, bring a chair or not. They have a lot of chairs there. You can bring your children. There's going to be food. You can go. There's bathrooms and everything you need for your convenience, and it's free admission. You just can come and we just play. It's not going to be a huge sound system. It's going to be very intimate. It's going to be beautiful. Jody will be there. Joel, of course, and we're just going to be there and be with our friends. So here we go. Oh, Jody, you went away. Yes.
Well, he'll be back.
You have to come then for. You have to come for Banagher, you know, it's in that set.
He'll be back for that.
You know, you'll be back by then. All right.
Yep. The Reverb Nation has quit.
The Reverb has quit.
Should I turn it on manually?
No, it's okay.
I can do it.
It's the ghost.
I just have to turn it off
Because
here
it
first.
sounds better with
Yeah, let me just see if I can reconnect anything here.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing technical difficulties. Slight technical difficulties.
I can turn it on, don't worry. It just takes, you know.
Yeah.
Quick, play something while he's gone.
Oh gosh.
Happy birthday, Tulsi!
Well, what do you say, Melissa?
Guys, let's do one of the gear questions that we had written in. You know, we had some folks.
Oh, yeah.
Questions.
Beer.
No, not a beer question, Uwe.
Not a beer question.
I know you're German and
I
all,
thought it
but
was
no.
beer talk, wasn't it?
Oh, wait. Was it beer talk? Uh-oh, I got the logo wrong.
Yes, I got some of these questions printed out. There's a question about your. It looks like Tim says it looks like Jens keeps the truss rod cover off his banjos. Is he constantly having to adjust his truss rod? I see that he often likes to bend the neck a bit when he plays. Are these things related?
Well, first of all, for everybody who doesn't understand what that is, that's the truss rod here. It's a piece of metal. It's a metal rod inside the neck, and it keeps the neck from going like that. I mean, you can adjust it, a little bit. And the thing is, you want the neck straight, but not quite. Just a little bit of a give. It's very, very microscopic. And if the humidity changes, it changes sometimes because wood works, it sort of just does a little bit of that. Now, when we traveled a lot, then I always keep a truss rod wrench, a 1/4-inch wrench with me, so I can adjust the neck, when I get to a very humid climate. Usually the neck goes back, and then I have a string rattle, and I just have to loosen it a little bit. And then when I get in a cold or dry environment, we fly to Maine the next day and we play a concert up there, and it's dry, the neck all of a sudden I have a little bit more of a big action, and I just give it a 1/4 turn, and that's it. And I used to have to take this cover off and off and off and off. But the thing is, there's little screws, and all of a sudden you lose them, and of course I have a whole bag of these little screws in the hotel rooms and some carpets, I think. And so anyway, that's how I ended up, just don't bother with it. I don't have to adjust it all the time, but it just became this.
But you bend your neck. That was the second part of the question, right? So
what I do sometimes, I just bend the neck a little bit when I have and I can do, just give it a little. It looks more drastic than I actually bend it. This, but just if I actually do, that's all I do. And if I play backup for Uwe. See, I get this little. So I bent the neck a little bit just to give a little bit more of a chorus effect. That's what they say. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that was a question. I have another question here about the.
Uwe, I had a question.
Yes, you have a question.
I read from this. Mm-hmm. Why do you turn on this reverberation? What is that?
Reverb is the garlic of music.
So too much can be not good.
Yes, but just a little,
the right amount.
Yes, makes it right. Reverb is a form of distortion where you add a room signal to the straight signal. So you hear me now is all straight. There's no reverb on it except for the reverb that we have in the studio.
Natural reverb.
Which is natural
reverberation of the room.
Listen to what happens when I turn it on. Then you hear me like it's in the.
And it's only on this microphone back here.
Yes. So that's. Can you hear that? Now we have a little bit more reverb, and it makes the guitar sound a little bit more.
Like you're in a room.
Like in a room,
Fills out
yes.
the sound a little more.
Yes, you have a little reverb on your vocals, Joel, as well. Because I put a little reverb on your vocal, and I actually put a little reverb on your bass, which is very unusual. Usually people don't put that, but to get a live atmosphere sound, if the bass is too dry, it sounds more like a studio recording and not like we're playing live together. So I just put a little bit of a reverb on your bass as well.
Through the system,
Yeah. So Uwe has to. So when you speak, of course, that.
I have to turn it off so that that you can hear us better. Yeah. But then when we start playing music, we just love to add a little bit of reverb on it, even though it would probably sound good without the reverb.
Yes, of course.
for me as a
Let's just
singer,
say it wouldn't sound bad without it.
No,
but it
no.
sounds better with it.
Actually, a lot of music, a lot of old time music, a lot of bluegrass music doesn't have reverb much at all.
but the thing is that whenever you play music, you have a reverb. It doesn't matter where you are. There's always some sound coming back at you. And and when you're sitting in the woods or in the forest, it's beautiful, the reverb that comes back.
Natural reverberation.
When you sit in.
Speaking of old time music, Jens, you put a song on the list this week,
Did I?
which is a kind of an old timey song, which you want me to sing.
Oh,
Yeah.
but we haven't looked at it at all.
No, we haven't.
And you want to do it in A, and then we go to B for the chorus. And always, what I'm going to do is
Joel's going to say
Hey, we're
one.
oh, yes,
gonna
we're taking it up a step.
we take it up a step. So what we're going to do, Jody, you just
I don't know this song.
Well, it's not much to it.
Just right?
You'll be
So-
fine.
Never heard
It's called Run Mountain, right?
Run Mountain.
Run,
Not Roll Mountain.
not Run Mountain. Run Mountain, chug a little hill.
that's Wade E Maynard, I think, with the. It's a very old recording. And I had it on one of these sample recordings when I was a kid. And it was, let's start with potatoes, and I play potato, and then you go
Okay.
straight into
Right into it, yeah, okay.
Right, okay.
Let's try this. This is a real jam session.
I went up on the mountain, fetched me a load of pine, loaded in my pickup truck. I broke my darn behind.
Run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, there you get your fill.
I went up on the mountain, then gave my horn a blow. Thought I heard that pretty gal say, "Hey, yonder comes my bow."
Run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, there you get your fill.
Went up on the mountain, that rooster called for the day. Be upstairs with another man's wife, I'd best be getting away.
Run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, there you get your fill. Run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, run mountain, shug a little hill, there you get your fill.
I should have sung high harmony. I sang the melody.
Too late.
Oh gosh.
We'll do it
So
again.
Run mountain, sing run mountain.
Chug a little hill, run mountain, chug a little hill, run mountain, chug a little hill, there you get your fill.
That's what I should
Whatever
have
that
said.
means.
Anyway, whatever that means.
Yeah, it's an old time song.
Actually,
Exactly.
Joel sounded a lot like your dad.
Because I didn't understand
No
what he said
offense.
after he said run mountain.
Chug a little hill,
Plus tax.
Plus tax.
plus tax.
Jens, can you consult the list for a second? Let's see what
I
we
look
got
at
there.
yeah.
The other list.
What else is up?
Let's do Slow Clouds, and let's I think Jody's got a special dedication to do for
so
Slow Clouds.
Bob Everhart is watching the camera. So
Hey, Bob.
He's on.
Bob Everhart, one of the fans of us, had this Paiste ride cymbal from he thought it was from 76 or 78. And he gifted this to me. It's got Bob's, he used one of these engravers that has his name, and I was going to have him sign it. But but he gave this to me as a gift. I mean, this is a very valuable cymbal. It was actually made in 1974. I did the research on the serial number, and that's the year I was born. So that is really special. I love this cymbal because of that, and I only use this cymbal. I only use a ride cymbal. It's called a ride cymbal in slow clouds. It needs nothing else. The guys probably don't even think it needs that. But also, Bob, to let you know, I found a pair of Peisty 2002 hi-hats. That's the model, and they're from 1974. And so what this means is I'm going to have to buy more Peisty cymbals to round this out. So I think
Matching set.
cymbals now. So thank you, Bob.
And that's cool.
That is cool.
That is really cool. Well,
No,
this,
we love our gear, that's for sure, right?
yes, and that's why I wrote this next piece, because of snowplows. You know,
Oh, snowplows.
if you have a lot of snow, you need a lot of gear. So snowplows is a good thing.
And I
No,
can
it's-
I can ride this as a snow.
You can ride the snowplow. Yes.
And strap one on each foot.
I think slow clouds. It's been one of our favorites, you know, and especially playing it also with the Contrast Quartet.
Sure.
You know, and it's on Roan Mountain Suite, and we had some really fun versions that we heard of people, you know, sort of covering this version, and actually one of the funniest, not funniest, funnest version, you know, that I've ever heard was from Mark Gerber. He did a version with electric guitar, and he sort of put it together. It sounded really awesome. It really did, yeah.
I think Mark is actually watching.
Is he?
They just had a gig this evening, you know, and so yeah, he just got home from a gig, and he always sits down and he plays along to the music. Okay, let's do this, Jens. What do you think?
Okay.
Reverb.
Snowplows.
What do you say, Melissa?
It was beautiful.
No, I didn't mean. You put in a new graphic, right, for the gear show. What was that?
I did, and we owe a big thank you to Melanie for developing that graphic. Remember?
Okay. It was that graphic.
Yes.
Oh, because
Well,
I
she's
can't
done
see it.
several. She's done the cooking show graphic.
She did Pegasus, didn't she?
Yeah, she did the Pegasus print. We have a lot of talented friends and
Yeah.
fans. For
Oh,
sure.
that's great. That really is.
Let's do something a little bit less relaxed.
Yeah. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Maybe something where we don't have to think too much. Something is where we can
have
just
this-
jam out with.
What,
Don't think twice.
Well,
Oh, that's a lot of thinking.
is there,
no, not really.
Well,
Not really a lot of thinking, but it's
the-
Bob Dylan's
I think
80th
all the
birthday
words.
was just this week, so let's make him a little richer.
Why not?
No, this is. Saw Bob Dylan in Switzerland. Remember that? When we played in Fraunfeld?
yes, I remember that. Yes, it was very loud. Did you remember
Very
that?
loud, yes.
That was his electric
It
band.
was not
Yeah.
just
Oh,
electric.
yeah.
It was loud.
It was the electric loud
It was
band.
not. Maybe it's because because in Europe they run on 220.
Yeah.
So it's exactly twice as loud.
Yeah,
You know,
of
it's-
course.
But he only played half as long as he was supposed to.
Yeah, because because the music is twice as fast.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we sort of got messed up in a lot of things.
Want to try that?
Yes, we'll try it.
1, 2, 3. There ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe, if you don't know by now. Ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe, it don't matter anyhow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You are the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in calling out my name, babe, like you never done before. Ain't no use in calling out my name, babe, I can't hear you anymore. But still I wish that there was something you would do or say, try to make me change my mind and stay. Never did, well, anyway, don't think twice, it's alright. There ain't no use in turning on the light, babe, that light never known. Ain't no use in turning on the light, babe, I'm on the dark side of the road now. Still I'm wishing and I'm wondering all the way on down the road. Once I loved a woman, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, she wanted my soul. Oh, don't think twice, it's alright.
lonesome highway where I'm bound. I can't tell. Goodbye's too good a word for you. I just say fare thee well. Now I ain't saying you treated me unkind. Could've loved you better. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, you just kinda wasted all that precious time. Oh, don't think twice. It's alright.
That was fast.
Kind of sped up a little there.
That was in a
Uwe
hurry.
was in a.
Yeah, you drove
He
it.
kicked it up and then
he wanted to be over.
Me.
You wanted to be
I
over.
think I helped him a little.
You did. I have a
Kind
kitchen
of off,
table.
kind of funky.
Yes,
Jens, it's already 8:30.
Is it?
And
Okay,
I'm telling you one thing. Like yesterday, we were actually we didn't rehearse yesterday, and we didn't tell Jody. So Jody came down to the studio
and he
told me-
rehearsed all by
and
himself.
he played.
Oh!
Yes.
He played banjo, played bass. He took your bass, Jody.
Well, of course, he's
And
allowed.
he took one of his guitars, my banjo, and he played all the songs by himself. And then he called me up and said, "Are we not rehearsing today?" I said, "Oh gosh, I forgot to tell you. So you're going to come up to the house?" So he came up to the house. Now, for those of you who have seen our cook show, you've seen this big table in my kitchen. Now, this table, when I put it together, I was alone at home, and this table was laying sideways. And I couldn't get this table on its feet. There's no way. This table
You
is
can't
way
do it by
too heavy.
yourself. No, of
No,
course not.
it's too heavy. I mean, I'm not weak.
No, you're
this-
not,
This is really, I mean, this table, there was no way. I had to take it apart and assemble it so it would stand on this. Anyway, yesterday, Jody was sitting at the table. I said, he said, "This is a nice table." I said, "Yes. I got it from my daughter, and my son-in-law." And so, very heavy thing. So I said to him, "I couldn't even lift this. This is no problem for me." I said, "You can't do that." He said, "I can put it up off my head." I said, "No, Jody, you can't." And so
Uh-oh.
It was a bet.
so I said,
Oh, no.
I'm glad it wasn't the bet. Because, I cleared the table and said, "You have to show me that." And he just got up and he grabbed the table and just lifted it up and said, "Gosh."
Jens,
Without breaking anything.
you feel old now?
No, it's just weak. It's worse than that.
Well, no, I had come in and picked you up when I hugged you, remember? So
Yeah, it's just like, unbelievable. It's just Samson, he just grabs this thing. And Melissa, I told her today, I said, "This is unbelievable how much energy you got." And she said, "Yeah, never ask him for a back massage." I said, "No, I will never do that anyway."
But then I was kind of hoping maybe one day you can give me a foot massage.
Oh.
First, I have to cut my toenails. So.
they look like candy corn.
What do you want to What do you want to end with, Uwe?
I don't ever want to have this ending.
No,
but
I hope
this
you-
is the last show that we do in this setting. Next week we're going to destroy
move
everything and just
everything
move it
around
over
again.
there
Yeah,
somewhere.
we're going to move it over there and do a new setup, everything. And we're going to also have guests soon again on the 4th of July, on the 4th of June.
Well, it's next weekend.
That's
Right?
next week.
We're gonna have
Kay and Deena.
yeah, Patrick Crouch and Kay. You know, they come and Kay and Patrick Crouch. They come in and play with us again. So we're really looking forward to having guests
Great.
again. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed this different kind of show. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry if we didn't play your request. I mean, we're trying hard to
We'll,
play as much as
we'll,
we can.
there'll be more chances.
Yes,
Well,
and we,
yeah. We also, I also want to say that, you know, we're just going to have one show from now on, and which means that we have to double our efforts to maybe you direct you to our tip jar.
yes, if you
It is very important for us.
still, yes, it really is. But if you can't give anything, you're fine. You know, don't worry about it.
Oh, I always wanted to say that we started extracting the songs, just the songs from the shows, and we're going to start uploading just single songs. I already did it with 2 songs from the Cook shows, and we have Brendan is
Brendan
working.
Lacey.
He's working on it right now. He get all the recordings of all our shows that we've done, and he's going to start extracting songs from it, and the ones that we can do without running into problems with copyrights and everything. We're going to put them out there.
So it's going to be around almost 700-800 songs that we're going to put out on YouTube in the next in the next few months. And we're going to crash YouTube. what are we going to end this?
Yes, Pat Kelleher is still on the
Pat, you're up late.
And Kat,
Yes, he
shaved
shaved his
everything.
beard and his head. It looks great.
and Pat's been
What does he want?
And Kathleen, hello, my darling.
Pat and Kathleen, they've been wanting to hear Caroline in the Fall forever.
Oh,
You think we should do that? Would that be something to end the evening?
Weekend.
yes, and
And
also
this is
on,
Memorial Day weekend too, so we do.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I really also want to again, thank everybody for their nice comments, for our
Yes.
induction in the Wilkes County Hall of Fame, that we were able, to be honored in such a way. Because we don't know how we deserve this, but I want to thank Brenda, here publicly, because Brenda's been such a friend, and of course Mike Palmer, who spoke so nicely on Daylights, and our wonderful mayor.
Robert.
We hope.
Or Mike Inscore. Mike Inscore.
Mike Inscore, yeah, they all spoke so nicely of us, and that was really.
And really look out for announcements. We're going to go out this week and announce our 4 shows that we have here in Wilkesboro.
Yep.
They're free of charge. You don't have to buy tickets or anything. You just have to find your way to downtown Wilkesboro, to the Commons, and we're going to set up our PA there, and just going to have a nice time. There's going to be a food truck or 2, and we're going to have some drinks, and we're going to have
It's gonna
a
be
wonderful time. Just a wonderful time.
Yes.
Question: is it rain or shine?
It's for us it's rain or shine, but for the audience it's not.
Okay.
But the thing is, that if it really just is a permanent rain,
Yeah.
we're not going to do it.
No,
Okay.
But if there's a little chance of shower, of course we're going to be there.
Okay.
I mean, we're not
I
gonna,
think that's important for them to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can always call we do an announcement on our Facebook page if it's not happening.
That's So keep an
so-
eye out
so
in
you look-
weather event.
Yeah, you would be notified.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you. We love you. Thank you, Joel. Thank you. What was your name? Jody. And Melissa, thank you for being on camera again and helping us.
Making us look good.
Is that about the tempo?
That feels good.
Let me take my glasses off. All the places I have been to, all the things that I had seen since I left my home to wander when I was just 15. Oh, the traveling was easy, still sometimes the road got rough. And by the time that I was 25, I thought I'd seen enough. But for me to settle down a while was not what God had planned. So one more time I left my home with my suitcase in my hand. And the journey took me far and wide, crossed the deep blue sea. And now I know since I've been there where I was meant to be. And I've seen sunsets on the ocean, I've seen the desert blue,
drove the endless highways beneath the prairie moon. Yellow picture in my mind I see, I think about it all, is the color of the leaves, Carolina. Songs Doc had taught to me, and the things that he would sing about I never dreamed I'd see. Days of Carolina, folks have opened up the door for the first time in my life. I'm not a stranger anymore. And I've seen sunsets on the ocean, I've seen the desert bloom, drove the endless highways beneath the prairie. Yellow picture in my mind I see, think about it all, is the color of the leaves, Carolina. In the fall. About it all is the color of the leaves, Carolina. The fall.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.